But it's interesting though. There's a lot of theories out there as far as why it was sent here and what it was sent to do. The first thing that I thought of was, we're going to have another type of COVID in a few months. They're dropping some disease down here. That would make the most sense in my mind, because ultimately, unless they're flying it over Area 51 or they're using it to just, I don't know, drop a nuke somewhere, I don't really think they're getting that much information from a balloon. But I could be wrong.
That's my Air Force right there, buddy.
Just shot it, dude. They shot it.
Now, unfortunately, the balloon did get its revenge on Biden. Oh, that's good fun. Everyone, before we get started today, big thanks to our sponsor for today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is hands down one of the coolest games that I have ever played. With the amazing battle scenes and graphics, it is literally like you are inside of the game. Now, they have put something together truly awesome for Valentine's Day with new epic champions. My top 3 favorites are Phoenix, just looks like a straight Viking, Bellinor, whose stats are unreal, and Astralon, who's got a total badass Spartan look to him. Now, to all new Raid players, Raid's prepared something special for you. It's time to vote on your favorite starter champion. Download Raid Shadow Legends from the links below, copy your in-game player ID, then go to championselect.plarium.com. Simply enter your player ID and then vote for your chosen champion. That's all there is to it. The vote runs from January 16th to February 10th, with all eligible entrants being in with the opportunity to win awesome in-game and real-life prizes, including epic and legendary champions, in-game items, and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. And you may not know that MMA and pro wrestling megastar Ronda Rousey has made an exciting leap into the world of Raid with her very own champion. You can get Ronda by simply opening Raid on 7 days before February 20th. If you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen and you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Chonaru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 epic skill tome. You'll find all of these treasures here. Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're new, subscribe. We have a lot of fun here. And it's all about our Second Amendment and freedom. So if you like those things, you belong here. So if you live under a rock, or if you blow balloons up for a living at a party supply place, and you're just tired of dealing with balloons, you probably missed that there was a Chinese spy balloon just floating around, hanging out in our airspace. Now, there's a lot of ways that we can look at this. First off, how did it get here? You're telling me that China has the technology to fly a balloon from China to us? Wow, hats off to you if that's true. What I personally think what happened is they had it all set up in Canada with Trudeau, because we all know that Trudeau bends over for literally anyone that is a communist or doesn't believe in freedom. So anyways, people start filming this balloon in Montana, and then we get a news story from the White House saying that it's over the middle of the country at this point. What's in Montana, and what did it fly over? Well, it flew over nuke fields, probably. So everybody was asking, well, why don't we just shoot it down? Well, I think that answer is pretty obvious. It's probably one of the reasons why that dude in our government, Swalwell, was banging that Asian spy. They're doing business together. They don't want to piss off China. Well, then don't bring your balloons over here, man. This sounds so stupid. I know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fly a balloon straight through Montana, and we know that Biden isn't gonna shoot it down because, you know, we got our deal with him. So we're just gonna fly it through there and blame it on the wind. Here's the problem, and this is why most of the world leaders clearly don't think before they put out messages. If you're able to fly a balloon from China or Canada to the US, you can't blame it on wind, because you probably used wind to get it here. So anyways, a little later in the week, after it was way past Montana, it was in Missouri or something, there's a huge explosion in Montana. What the hell was that?
Not sure what that was, but there is a ton of...
Do we know what that is? Was there another one out there? And then finally, after it surveilled pretty much the entire United States, it landed off the coast of South Carolina. Now, China claimed that it was their balloon. This sounds so stupid, but there's not another word for it other than balloon. It's their balloon. They were having a big old party for the president there, and one of them got loose. And so they finally ended up shooting it down. What the hell was in that thing? Did China just fly a balloon over here and just have a whole bunch of baking flour in it? So after they let it spy on the entire United States and after they shoot it down, China gets really mad that we shot their balloon down. China, listen. Let me give you a little pep talk here. Keep your balloons in China. I know you guys are really into that stuff. You guys do the whole, like, you light a candle and then you guys watch your, like, balloons or hot air balloons float up in the air. It's a whole big thing for y'all. But we're not that into balloons here. Maybe at car dealerships and on birthdays. That's pretty much it. We don't think they're that cool. We like guns. That's what we like here. So I'm confused on what you're mad about. If we flew something made in America over to China, for example, an F-22, would you just let it fly around for an entire week? No, you would probably shoot it down because it's your airspace and you're worried about what it might do. So, own your mistake. It's simple. Oh no, they shot our balloon down. And then China makes threats to us. China responded that it reserved the right to take further actions and criticize the US for an obvious overreaction and serious violation of international practice. What kind of further actions are you taking? Are you going to send 2 balloons this time instead of 1? This is why it's so important for civilians to own guns. Obviously, the first reason is because it's a right, and I believe it's a God-given right. The second reason is because we want to be able to defend ourselves from the crime that you guys don't address in the country. Third, it's because of this stuff. Ever since our country became soft, and that's what we are right now. We have a lot of good people in our country still, but the way it's being ran, it's soft. So that is another reason why it's so important for the US population to be extremely armed. Because the whole thought on, oh, we never get invaded, I'm not so sure anymore. But ultimately what they're looking at is they're looking at the leadership in the country. I mean, what's the next step? If they send an aircraft carrier into our waters and decide to park it somewhere and send tanks onto the mainland, are we just gonna let them stroll around for a week? This is why all of the gun control stuff, it ultimately has no weight in the grand scheme of things. If we were invaded, is the ATF really honestly gonna be worried about a civilian having a pistol brace? I mean, can you imagine? We're getting shot at by the Chinese army. You pull out a gun, it's got a pistol brace on it. Some ATF agent walks up, no, I don't care if they're shooting at you. That's illegal. I'm sorry, it's not illegal. You're breaking a rule. So please take it off. If we could all pause. China, pause too, please. Take it off and then you can resume. It's all a joke, but I think this is honestly a brutal awakening for this country. Sure, it may not look like a big deal, it's a damn balloon, but who knows what it's gonna be tomorrow. Maybe this was a test for them to see how big our balls are still. Well, Biden, you proved that you pretty much have none.